Here are 10 facts you thought were true but actually aren't. Number 1 is the story about NASA developing a space pen while the Russians used a pencil. Well, it isn't true. NASA also used pencils, but both eventually used pens. Number 2 is actually that humans have more than 5 senses. The actual number ranges from 9 to over 20. There's sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing, but humans can also sense a ton of other stuff, like balance, acceleration, pain, and temperature, and more. Napoleon Bonaparte wasn't short. He was 5'7", which makes him above average at that time. The Earth doesn't revolve around the Sun. It's actually revolving around the solar system center of mass. The center of mass in the solar system is called the barycenter. Usually it's contained within the mass of the Sun, but not always. When it's outside the mass of the Sun, the Earth is just orbiting around empty space. Vikings didn't have horns on their helmets. George Washington didn't have wooden teeth. He had dentures made of gold, ivory, lead, animal teeth, and teeth of his slaves. Not everyone in the Middle Ages lived until their 30s. Many lived more, but the life expectancy in the Middle Ages was lower, but that's because the average age was pulled down by a high infant mortality rate. If you survived to adulthood in medieval England, you could expect to live into your 60s. Your fingers don't wrinkle in water because the skin is absorbing water. It happens because of the autonomic nervous system, and it's thought to have evolved because it gave our ancestors better grip in wet environments. Some flowers don't track the sun across the sky, they always just face east. And finally, the color orange is named after the fruit, not the other way around. Before the late 15th century, the color orange was just lumped in with red.